Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another video. Today we are here for episode number 62 of Goattville Updates, and here we are once again back in the city. Doesn't feel as special as it used to because back in the day I used to only work on the city for like 3 months at a time, but we've been here for like the past 9 months I think it has, just been working on the general city area, and just in the past 6 months we've just been doing sort of the general city stuff like the skyscrapers and whatever, but still stuff that's got to be done. But luckily we do have we have the theater project, which I recently started, and also sometime soon I'm going to start with the zoo. So, even if we do stay on the city for like another 6 months, at least we're going to have something interesting to be covering. So, anyway, I guess I can just sort of get right into it. We've done a lot of progress. Doesn't look like it from the outside, but certainly does from the inside. I've done a lot of the interiors for all of these buildings. I don't think I've actually built anything new, like exterior wise, so I'm gonna start out with this one right here. Remember this old one that I made? I think this was the first skyscraper that I started right when I came back to working on these city parts. So of course the lobby area isn't done. It's kind of ironic because before I moved over to this version, when I was just on the Xbox One edition, I figured I just wanted to build the lobbies of each skyscraper, just so it looks good from the ground level. And then just leave all the floors above just empty because I didn't feel like making all the proper levels. But now since I have the world edit thing, I can just, it's kind of the opposite of that. So, I mean, I definitely do want to get around to making the lobbies, but those aren't really my priorities anymore. But here we are. This is just a simple office building, in case you didn't pick up that already. There's a little staircase off to the side too, because you gotta have both in case of fires. And then here's just a little reception desk, plenty of these little offices off to the side with a nice window view. I think that turned out quite nice. And yeah, just some more random offices scattered around. Nothing too special about it. Got a couple restrooms right there, same one right there. And yeah, there's nothing too special to it, but it definitely adds some nice details to the city. I'm not too sure if it's worth going all the way up there because each floor is just literally the exact same thing. So we can just fly around the outside and you can get a general idea as to what this entire building is looking like. So here we go. I'm pretty sure it goes like all the way up. I didn't have to make any modifications for the roof because it just stops right there. So yeah, it's pretty nice addition to the city. Anyway, in addition, we have, I think over here, oh yeah, train station. Right, I actually worked on the train station for a little bit. So, remember this old thing? It was a year and a half ago when I first started working on this. So it was definitely quite a while ago, and I haven't worked on the interior to this in the longest of times, but here it is. As I was working on just planning out some of the interior stuff, I figured that this is way too big. It's way bigger than it should be because this is just sort of supposed to be a simple train station for just coming in and out of the city, but it became a whole lot more than that. So literally the only difference that I made was I changed these stairs. Originally it was just 3 of these going across like that, but I got rid of the middle one and I instead changed it to just a rough draft of them going like this, so that way you can get up to the second floor up here, the third floor I should say. From that, I don't know, I just sort of got to working on that. And then we're going to fill this area with shops and whatever, I don't know, make it like an airport would be structured. And then of course I have some more plans in terms of stuff that can go through the city. So here's my plan, this is what I'm thinking, alright. We have this rail, which sort of just runs like this. This other one is supposed to be submerging down as it continues this way, because this one just sort of stops before it, just goes back the other way. Meanwhile, this one is going to go underneath because we can't have it go over because that would just look ugly. So what I figured, what I could just do is to make this look a little bit more reasonable for its size, what we're going to do is instead of it beginning to sink down right here, it's instead going to sink down all the way up here, right where around here is. Right, so it's got plenty of space to sort of lower down, and it's going to be running right along the side of this road. We're going to have to make some weird, sort of path going across this road right here, but we'll have a little docking place right here. I don't know the proper train terminology, but here's one little platform that'll be right up here, and we'll have another one that's right down here. So now we got 2 tracks aligned with it, but wait, there's more. We're going to have stairs which lead down into the ground, and it's going to attach to a subway station. So yeah, it's going to be, we just went from 1 to 3, so now it makes a little bit more sense. You know, it's still pretty big, but I think it will be pretty good. So we need to somehow coordinate the subway station, the only other one in this world, which is just on the other side of the city. We just need to find a way to coordinate it so that it can align with this. As long as we have 2 stations, we connect them. I mean, that's about as much work as I'll feel like doing on the subway system for now. We'll get back to it in a couple years' time, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did for the train station. I'll probably come back to it soon. Probably, I'm not too sure. But anyway, the other work that I've done is over here on these sort of city buildings, as I like to call them. They're not skyscrapers, they're just city buildings. And all of them, aside from one, are completely done in the interiors. It's this one at the end that I don't have done. It's in this planning phase. But these little buildings just sort of have that nice traditional city vibe, just chilling here on the very corner of the little island that we have here. And down here, there's just some shops which line the bottom, which have been here for the longest of times. But, you know, this one, I already had the interior to this brick building done for like past 2 years, so this one's got the interior done. That I actually built each floor, you know, at a time, so it was quite annoying to deal with. But over here, this one we just finished. And there's a shop right there, which is nothing too special, just a simple shop. And then here's another one, which I just built recently. You know, just kind of really something similar. I kind of used the same blocks too, so there's really nothing too special about that. So yeah, that's just a simple shop right there. And I actually don't have the shops to this one done yet, but I do have the residencies above. So to get to those residencies, because there's no, you know, access here, we have to actually use this one. So I use some very clever, you know, stair designs for stuff right here, so it sort of bends around here. Here's just a random storage room because I didn't know what else to do with it, so yeah, that's just that. And then here is a elevator, of course. That was actually a later addition. Originally, there was just going to be the stairs, but I was like, I'll throw in the elevator, why not? I'm pretty sure I showed this off sometime in like a previous video when it was in its planning phase, but now we're done with it. So there's the elevator, of course. And then here I managed to fit in 3 different apartments. Each one only has like 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, but I mean, we didn't have much space to begin with. So there's a little living area, kitchen, food closet. Here's the bathroom right here, full bathroom, and here is the bedroom. Very nice, very simple. You know, nothing too special, but at least it's done. And I also, actually, I don't know, did I put something? Okay, yeah, I knew I was going to do that. Of course. And then if we go over here, this is just something similar, nothing too special. Kitchen, living room, bathrooms right over here this time. Yeah, that's that. Nothing too special about these, but I guess I might as well show them off. Pretty sure some people will care about it. This one, I actually like this one the most. This one I feel like was the best designed. It's even got a little dining area right here, which the other ones I don't think have. The living room there, and it's pretty similar design, but it's just a bit more efficient in its space usage, whatever. But yeah, each floor above this is identical to that one, so we don't really have to worry too much about that. But we do have over to the little end stone building, the one on the corner, you actually access it from here just because I felt like it. So this sort of breaks off to here, and here's a separate elevator which leads up to all of those ones, and then even a staircase here. Of course, we need those. And up here I just have all this stuff in planning. Here's the first one. Yeah, and this first one is just a single bedroom, single bathroom, nothing special, just, you know, fitting in as much as possible. I think this one's 2 bedroom, and same with this one. So this one is definitely going to be the more luxurious one. It's got a much better city view. But yeah, that's pretty much all that is for the planning. Now let's check out the other building that I have. And so we just go over here, and where is it? Right around this corner. Yeah, so this one I just finished like a couple days ago actually, so this one's rather recent. So if we go in these doors, these ones have proper doors. We go through right here. Elevator in the back right there, but stairs are more fun to take, so we'll just go with these. And Actually, let's go up to a top floor just so we can see if we can get a better view. And we just take the elevator just because we need to get there quick. So if we go up here, I'm really glad with the way that this one turned out. I thought this building in particular has some pretty nice little houses up here. So up here, just a little kitchen like this is a lot better use of space than the other ones. Just has a lot better space. A living room like that. And then back here is a bedroom, and then right next to it is a bathroom. And it's pretty much just a mirrored thing, pretty much exactly on the other side, so nothing too special about it, but I still like the way it looks. It's definitely a lovely addition to the city. Look at that view. That's an amazing view. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've done for this episode, and I suppose it's gone on for long enough. That's the word. So, in the next couple of episodes, stuff that I want to work on, I definitely want to get started working on some of the newer buildings. Even if I don't get a lot of the interiors done, I figured I can just come along to that at a later time because I'm really just wanting to get started on the zoo. And the zoo is going to be built all the way down here. My original plan was to fill up as much as this sort of corner area as possible, just to get, all of it done right then. So we have a nice smooth transition to this corner of the map where the zoo will be, right here up against the museum. But I kind of feel like getting the zoo done now, just because it'd be something just a little bit more interesting. And I also checked all the mobs. We have like 56 of them, I think. I counted them all. And the world's difficulty is on easy, so we'll be able to put in some of the crazy ones. Even the ones that I don't even know. Like, what's a spirit? What's a avenger? Is that what it's called? It's what the translation is, so I don't know what all that new stuff is. So maybe with the zoo we can figure out what that stuff is. I don't know, but anyway, I guess that's it for this episode. More skyscrapers to come here. Hopefully we can get some of this stuff done rather quickly. Of course, the theater, I should probably get back to that. It's been like a couple weeks since I worked on that. So yeah, anyway, that'll be it for this episode. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.